Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Have you taken your protein pills today? Is everyone ready for countdown? Because things are about to blast off. Yeah, there are definitely a lot of things that we're going to have to change in life for quite a while. But that's okay, because we have streaming. We can all come here together and not have to worry about a lot of things. We can still interact with our favorite beautiful people. We can still find creative ways to have fun together, like we're all sitting on the same couch enjoying the same video game together. That's what I think Twitch is all about. And that's why I like to share these retro games with all you guys. Hello. Welcome to the Sunday Night Stream, another week of the stream. Yeah, Phoenix, you can see my face finally for once. Obviously you didn't know what to expect, so hi, this is it. Also, I am not a person with hair under this hat, so I just find the hat creates a much more pleasing look for me, because otherwise there's just a lot of forehead between my eyes and the top of my headphones. So the hat is another way of just displaying all the love I have. Yeah, my emote is as simple as it is. That was the beauty of 8-bit graphics back then. Oh, appropriately some NES Final Fantasy music playing. But yeah, no hair there, and just a touch of something on my chin that I can't exactly fit in on the Mega Man bass drawing. But we'll figure it out. Actually, there we go. That's more like it. I knew something was missing behind me, and it looks like my shoulder is going to be covering that. Triforce a bit, so I don't think I'm going to turn it on quite yet. Social distancing by socializing closely via stream. Yes, there is a certain closeness to be had, even if it is just me casting out to everyone else. But we've got some Wind Waker going on tonight. We are deep into the game, probably I'd say about the halfway point. For those of you who may have been here last time, I had to rage quit the game because I made a very bad decision in a dungeon that I should not have done, and it was something that nearly wiped out all my progress. So I had already been streaming for nearly 6 hours at the time, so I think it was a pretty justified rage quit anyway, and that's fine. Lots of gamer hype still to be had. Especially digital distribution of games means a lot of people don't have to worry about going to a store to be able to get what they need. Animal Crossing and Doom Eternal are about to come turn our lives upside down. I'm not in the Animal Crossing camp, I am in the Doom Eternal camp, and for the first time in my gamer life, I am going to be one of those nerds who buys a new video card specifically so I could play a new PC game. Yeah, I've definitely had my eyes on a GTX 1660 so I could play Doom Eternal. My current 750 Ti is still holding on quite strong. There's technically nothing wrong with it, but there's no way it's going to be able to run Doom Eternal, unfortunately. The rest of my system, perfectly fine. 24 gigs of RAM and a 4 gigahertz Core i7 4790K is going to do the trick. It's really gonna do it justice, I think. But anyway, yeah, I built this computer about 5 years old, and I feel like when I put all my money and effort into it, I'm thinking this is gonna be future-proof. So aside from needing to buy a power supply about 3 years ago, yeah, it's been completely intact ever since, and I feel like I've definitely gotten my money's worth out of these parts. So if I'm only upgrading the graphics card after 5 years, then I think I did something right. Plus the way I use my computer in the first place isn't really super fancy like a lot of these crazy gamers. I built it I built it to handle emulation. I can easily handle PlayStation 2 and GameCube. Haven't tried any of the Wii U emulation though, but I'm really curious to see if I load up Cemu, if anything becomes playable there, because Breath of the Wild at 60 frames per second is a very, very captivating thing to think about. But let's not delay. Let's make our way over to the ever-patient GameCube that's sitting right here with me. And let's tone down this music, and I'm also going to fiddle with the audio on this. Let's see. Oh, that's already boosted to that. What if I go... I feel like I have to boost the heck out of it. Like, the volume slider is maxed out, and I have to manually type a number in order to make the numbers start to... In order to get the volume where I want it to go. It's really crazy here. And see, I don't know what the deal is. I do not unplug my GameCube. I solemnly swear I do not unplug it, but for some reason it is absolutely garbage at maintaining the date. So, oh well. Actually, go the other direction so it can be 1807. Maybe 1808, just to be on the safe side. There we go. Let's back out of that. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, can't remember if I mentioned before, but I decided to replay it in Master Mode, and I am in the midst of that. Ooh, Master Mode! Master Mode is super impressive. Yeah, the beginning parts of Master Mode are terrifying, so good luck with that, Adrian Vendor. I'm not sure what your area of profession is these days. Oh my god, I've got the host from Phoenix Pearl, and I've got Padoka Gaming in here, so I've got an even more international... we've got Japan, we've got Spain, and watching a United States streamer. This is the kind of love and awesomeness, the kind of things that technology is here to here for us to do. Cheating on Animal Crossing? Cheating on Animal Crossing? There's... No, I'm not an Animal Crossing gamer, but I wish all the best of happiness and the best of towns and the best of islands for everyone who does play Animal Crossing. I know there are a lot of people who have gotten their beautiful Animal Crossing Nintendo Switches in the past couple of days. I'm glad it seems like Nintendo made enough of them to satisfy all of those crazy Animal Crossing fans. Just saw me messing with the clock. Oh yeah, that's true. Animal Crossing on GameCube, I think, had a very interesting way of manipulating the game if I mess with the clock. No, it's just, I think this GameCube of mine is just a little bit special. I'm petting it and reminding it that it's still a good GameCube. That even when staying fully, even when never being disconnected from power, my GameCube decides it's going to keep losing time. An entire month this time around. Oh, if you fall asleep, that's fine, Phoenix. I appreciate that you gave me any of your time at all. Every minute from every person who comes by my stream counts. Whether you say anything or not, as long as you're willing to come in and say hello, I'm grateful for that. Replacing the battery. I figured GameCubes had a battery, but I've never really heard anything of how to replace that or where to find it. Oh, we've got our beautiful Wind Waker up. Just try not to stream. That might wake me up. It's good to be a heavy sleeper. They have any soldering skills that are pretty easy to replace. Okay, then I wonder if on GameCubes if you can do the same thing like with Dreamcast, where you can replace the battery holder with one where you don't have to solder and unsolder the battery. That would be really nice. I appreciate your permission. I appreciate you giving me all the permission in the world to rage, Phoenix. I will go crazy here because I need to make up for lost time. And somehow the GameCube, even though I try to stay on top of the time, the GameCube thought I last played the game 3 weeks ago, even though it was just a week ago. I think you find the right holder because there's plenty of space inside. Yeah, GameCubes are impressive for like very efficient placement of all the parts inside the GameCube, but at the same time, there's still a lot of room to do some very interesting things, especially if you take out the disk drive to do a GC loader kind of thing, and but I also find that GameCube disk drives are some of the longest lasting out of all the disc-based consoles, so I'm just gonna keep using this until it doesn't work anymore. Plus, this is one of 3 GameCubes that I own, so I'm not too worried about losing on my ability to play a GameCube game. So let's get this restarted here. We were in the midst of the Earth Temple when I foolishly let a Wallmaster grab Medli by the face, and now I have to go find her. Swap the LED on black GameCube for a green one. Looks much cooler. Ooh, I like that idea. I also have a black GameCube. I have two platinum GameCubes and a black GameCube. 2 platinums and a black GameCube. The black GameCube sits unused for now, but I just might find a way to use it eventually. But my other platinum GameCube, this one I'm playing on right now, is one of my platinum GameCubes. My other one is one of the poor, unfortunate models without the digital out ports, so thus I do not stream from it. Okay, now to fight these moblins again, and also to try to figure out how to find Medli again, because, you know what, maybe I'll just come in here and still try to figure out where the Wall Masters may have dropped Medli, because it's very strange. Oh, cool! She got reset to this room. That's actually perfect. I have a platinum US model, black EU model. EU because RGB. Yeah, that's very unfair that the European model got RGB and the US one didn't. Oh, she's up here in a cage. Okay, that's fine. She can fly out. And I'm just gonna take a moment to admire the silly animation again that Link has while waiting for Control to return. He's just in his happy place, waiting for the controller to come back to him. Like he feels that he's genuinely projecting himself like that. It's really cute. Anyway, Medli, come with me. Done watching Castlevania? Yes, I finished season 3, and that was kind of a dark ending. There's a lot of things that they left open that they really want a season 4 to happen, without a doubt. And the way the season started was so like peaceful and nice, and now we're on the edge of a very intense war. And that war is set to erupt next season. I thought it was a good season overall, but it became clear after a certain point that they were definitely setting up a lot of things. And it's okay to set up a lot of things. I'm not mad at the concept. Now, what else can I do to affect those things? Oh, that's right. I can just knock him out of the air with a gust of wind. Haha. They're gonna rise back up, but that's okay. Oh, that works. That worked nicely. With a heart. Basically setting Curse of Darkness. Yeah, that was, yeah, it seems like they're starting to take some more and more things from the games, and I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. I noticed that the animation studio at the for their logo card at the end, they changed it to be like Richter's animation in Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. That was very entertaining to me. And oh no, we got Redeads again. Oh no. So I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna cause these Redead some pain first and foremost. Never played that one, so it will be interesting. Okay. Yeah, and that's okay. I could probably find a way to show it real quick. Yeah, I might just do so, because once you see the animation, it's, you know, things that Richter does. Things that Richter does are very universal in Castlevania. He jumps the same way as Trevor or Simon, and he whips the same. But it's just a neat little thing that they did. TV Castlevania Season 3. I'm gonna get any random episode up, and then I'm gonna try to add the video player to the stream so I can show that off. Closing that, and let's go with that. Okay, perfect. Gonna go to the very end to try to minimize any sort of copyright issues. Going to add a window capture. Loved GameCube, gotta admit, never played this one. Oh, there's this one. Did not. Apologize for blocking out the stream for a second. I certainly mean to fix that. Yeah, adding something in the middle, not great. But yeah, this Wind Waker, I feel like as time went on, people started to appreciate it more. We all felt a little bit swindled, a little bit robbed by Nintendo, because when the GameCube was being previewed, we thought we were going to get some more Zelda that was like Ocarina of Time, something gritty, something even more mature. And then we ended up with this. So it caused a lot of people to not be as accepting of the game. But over time, eventually became a lot of people's favorite Zelda. But the volume is up, and so it's going to happen like immediately here. Like, really cool of them to make that their logo card. I found that to just be really, really entertaining there. Feel robbed by how short it is. Now, I wouldn't have called it specifically short, but they find a way to make it take a long time to perform very little content. That's what I think is also a problem with Wind Waker, is that you do very little, but it takes a long time. And I'm glad you liked that. I'm glad you liked that, Adrian Vendor. Yeah, Castlevania Season 3, currently on Netflix. Get caught up. There are not too many episodes. Maybe between the 3 seasons, a combined 25 episodes. First season was very short, but now the new seasons are like 10 episodes each. Let me actually total them up since I have them here. Season 3, 10 episodes. Season 2, 8 episodes. Season 1, 4 episodes. So yeah, you can easily catch up on Castlevania if you'd like. I feel like Castlevania, the animated series, it definitely has gotten better as time goes on. So if you're just okay with it at the start, but you want to keep watching, it will reward you for sticking around. The dialogue is incredible. Warren Ellis has created some fascinating characters, even characters who you only see for 2 or 3 episodes. They are all wonderful. And as usual, violence, gore, nudity, etc., the kind of things that would happen in a theoretical Europe in which Vlad Tepes was taking place and doing his evil things. Not a fan of what they did to Alucard. I can definitely see that. The things they did to Alucard in Season 3 might make a lot of people feel betrayed. And I maybe feel like within Season 3 they didn't do enough with Alucard. Because he does just a small specific set of things, and then kind of goes back to what he was doing. Yeah, the Alucard aspect hopefully will pay off in Season 4, and goes back to the big problem that was discussed the big problem that I mentioned earlier, that season 3 of Castlevania was definitely just doing a lot of setting up and very, very little action. It was characters talking and making plans and letting us know what was happening in the future, but I will still fully admit the way that all of these things fell into place was captivating. Really cool dialogue. Now, how am I going to fully deal with this fog? Oh no! I did not expect the bomb to, well, okay, how about I do it like this? Drop it, and then blow it, and then lure it out, and, oh, I thought I'd be close enough to hurt it. There's no words for how much I dislike Wall Masters. Really no words. It is a visceral hate that there is no cure for. And I can't defend myself. So it's actually for the best that Wall Master keep itself busy by throwing rocks at me. Let's see if there's anything worthwhile in here. Oh, a small key. Well, I did need a small key, so that's fine. Oh, and yeah, now that that's done. Yes, die, Wall Master, die. Guess so they wanted to show Alucard maturing this season. I don't know if I would call that maturing by any stretch of the imagination. Though the things that Alucard did with those characters, I feel like they were meant as characterization, but then when they got to the end of that story arc, Alucard basically got reset back to 0, and that was kind of frustrating. Oh no, not that part. Well, having Alucard interact with those two characters in that one particular way towards the end of the season, that was really unexpected. The whole being a needy kid desperate for companionship. Okay. The way he was losing his mind in solitude. Let's see, is there anything interesting this way? I don't think so. Just so many Wall Masters in this room. But okay, now that I have a small key, I can go through that door that's been teasing me for a while. Snap in the end was immaturing, like I don't need anyone anymore. I can agree with that. Yeah, he gained a sort of independence. And it was rather unfortunate that was the way that Alucard came to that conclusion about maturing and becoming independent. But we just have to hope that Season 4 is the payoff for this. Because they refuse to answer so many questions. I did not expect Link to automatically go through the door when I unlocked it. That should be 2 separate actions, especially when escorting a character around. Okay, come in here, Medley, while we do some weird tricks with light. Okay, so I think that mirror's in a good place. Oh, I forgot to hit that. I forgot to go hit that switch over on the other side. I read somewhere one time that Alucard is actually 14 years old around this time in the official canon, despite having an adult body. Okay, that explains quite a few things. Don't know if it's true. And that's the other thing is how being half vampire may cause some unexpected effects. And now I'm cursed. No! No! Not these Wall Masters again. I was too negligent, just like last time, but now I just have to suck it up. Big rip. Oh, well, at least I only got dropped right here. It could be much worse. And I'm just gonna run. And I'm gonna ignore these Wall Masters. And actually I gotta come over here. Okay, gonna be a little smarter, just a little. Just a tiny bit smarter. Because I'm not that smart in the first place. That's one. Do I want to try to deal with the second one? Or do I just try to literally blow past it? No! Ooh. That was super close. How did I pick that up? That was unexpected. Anyway, now time to hit the switch. That cursing fog is the worst. Let there be, let there be. Let there be light. By the way, oh, a joypad. Seen that Record of Lodoss War Metroidvania game? I have not, but that does sound like it could be a lot of fun. To finally, I don't think Record of Lodoss War has ever been a Metroidvania, right? It's always been other things like RPGs and strategy games, right? That was frustrating. Oh, a YouTube link. Well, I will keep that in my pocket for later. Thank you for that. I hope Medley's still in that next room. She should be anyway. Now that we have light, the pose will be less of a problem. Haha. Come on, Poe. Come at me, Poe. That's right, Poe. Come at me. Pixel art is mesmerizing. Okay. You've convinced me, Padoka Gaming. I will show the trailer right here on stream. Let me pull out a tab here. Let me get the link copied in. Because I'm all for some good pixel art. And wow, that first few seconds looks... Ooh, I just tried to press pause immediately, and that was impressive. But let me go make sure that Chrome is on the correct the correct viewpoint there and resize that. And let's reveal. That should do. Okay, pressing play. Wow. And that music is great too. Excellent abilities. Okay, I already feel like I need to play this because it feels like they are not even, like, I realize it's all Metroidvania, but it definitely feels like Symphony of the Night is heavily inspiring this. And for the record, I have very little exposure to Record of Lodoss War, but the way that certain animations, the architecture of the game, the style of all of the objects, the way that the character walks, Wonder Labyrinth. Okay, color me impressed. That will be that'll be a good thing to look forward to. It seems like it would be a even if the game is $40 or $50, then that could be worth it. That could be very worth it. Beautiful game. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, Adrian Vendor, I'm glad you agree. I'm very glad you agree. It's like $5 or $10 right now. What? I would not have expected that to be only $5 to $10. That's incredible. I wonder, Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth. I wonder if there's a. Well, now I'm wanting to search out any. Oh, it's on Steam for $11.69. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on Xbox or not seeing it on Xbox, PS4, or Switch yet. But if it's on Steam and it's only $11.69, that's good enough for me. Now I know what I'm gonna be playing offline when I have the chance. That's perfect. Oh, that freaking action sound. Early access for now. Okay, so that might still mean that it's gonna get released within the next couple of months. So we can definitely look out for it. Okay, so there's that, and now if I come back further. The light only goes so far. There we go. Yeah, full version coming soon. Good to know. Very good to know. Okay, I think I will just do it like this. Love the system requirements. Oh yeah, that game looks like a Core 2 Duo kind of system requirement game. I didn't look at the system requirements yet, but I know it has to be very low. The system requirements are, yeah. I was gonna say they're probably the same as something like Sonic Mania. It's great when low-powered gamers get a chance. Oh, should've. Not Keese. Keep the Keese away. Come with me, Medli. And now, let me deal with all of these Keese. And so many possibly hidden re-deads behind all of these. Or I could just start running through like a madman. No, 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 no! No, 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 no! This is what I get for rushing through. Actually, I'll leave her there so that I can... They really time those well. All that for 20 rupees. Kind of mad at myself. Now for the hard part. Oh, fine. I have to pull out the Wind Waker again and waste my time. Oh, to be a locksmith in Hyrule and having to create these crazy sound-activated things. And now down into a darker, deeper cavern. I like how they hold hands like that. It's adorable. Now, I don't have the boss key yet, but I think I know where I can find it. Let's survey this room a little bit, maybe. Well, for better or worse, gonna go all the way to the bottom. And I'll go through this door and see if I have to bring Medli with me. Oh yeah, this room. Definitely need Medli for it. Made a mistake. Back up I go. Actually, can't I just, like, call her? Wait. She's in the same room, so I should be able to command her over, right? Maybe? Hopefully? Yes! Come to me, little lady. Move those little bird feet. Yeah, that makes this process much faster. And of course, every good dungeon in Zelda has like the super puzzle, the one absolutely bonkers puzzle to end all puzzles in the dungeon that takes everything that you've ever learned and cranks it up like crazy. Okay, so first and foremost, a way of exposing one light source needs to take place. And then we go from there. Really crazy the way they built this room. Gotta give him credit. Lots of moving and rotating and other such things. A couple of these are fixed, which is okay. So there's that, and still trying to figure out how to deal with the light, which probably involves that switch that was up top. Might have to command Medley for that switch up there. I think that's how this whole party gets kicked off. Okay. Escape. Thanks for the welcome back. You have yourself a good stream today? I saw you were live for a while. You getting it in with Smash over there? Escape is a very passionate Smash streamer, so definitely give him some love. If you like Smash Brothers, this dude is another fellow from Arizona, who's deep into the Smash scene around here. So definitely give him a peek. Got a following of 6 today. That's great. People are saying that you're a good player. You know the game. People are recognizing your legitimacy. Okay, I believe I need to now. There are additional mirrors that are trapped behind certain spots, so I need to open those up. The streamer life is a very interesting life, so I have no choice but to be supportive because I see you putting in a lot of work, so I gotta respect it. Come on, Medley, get up there. Ah, come on. She controls so terribly, and that's what's frustrating. Okay, now hold. And I hope... Okay, good. How about I just... like that. That'll do. Oh, dude, I inspire you. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I've been doing this streamer thing for it's basically been a year by now. I kind of want to do a super long celebratory victory lap stream next week, especially now that going outside is not too much of an option for a lot of people these days. So if I'm gonna be stuck inside, I might as well stream it out. It's yeah, I just look around, try to find some good streamer collectives out there who are full of awesome people. Twitch is, if nothing else, very, very full of awesome people like that who want your stream to get better. Because if we get better together, then that pays off in so many ways. Hit the sweet spots. And yeah, Escape, if you've got any pointed specific questions for me, especially based off of the stuff you see that I do, I will do my best to answer them. Streaming's really gonna ramp up this month. Oh yeah, I feel like every streamer is kind of things are sinking in for a lot of streamers, and they're beginning to realize what's possible. with a lot of people perhaps not wanting to just do the regular Netflix, Hulu, and other types of online activities. So something like a live streamer ends up being a captivating idea, spiking people's viewers due to the NBA watching. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was a really cool thing of the Phoenix Suns to do. Very creative of them. At the very least, the Suns, and I'm sure a few more teams will start doing that too. Just a lot of people being introduced to the concept of Twitch and live streaming games in the first place, because there are a lot of people who just they don't get it, they don't care about it. They're even I'll say hostile to the concept. And it doesn't have to be that way. We just have to be good ambassadors to streaming in the first place, and I feel like that will pay off a lot. That'll pay off a lot for our future. That streaming is still, it's only so much of the internet, and it's only going to get better and bigger from here. For as many billions of dollars as it does right now, there's still more to it, which is the crazy part. There's still a lot of ways in which it can grow, and I'm excited to try to be there while it's finding a new way up. Oh, I see where I need to shine. Because I even when I was hanging on Twitter earlier today, there were a couple of in real life friends, both in their late 30s, early 40s, and dude said, my kid wants to get into streaming, and for the first time in fatherhood, I have no motivation to try to figure out how to help my kid indulge in this. How do I don't even know where to begin. And then, well, if he wants to pick my brain about it, he's more than welcome to. But I, of course, had to give him the fair warning that, you have to really, really consider the gravity of what occurs when an 8-year-old wants to stream, and all of the finances involved and the time to create a stream in the first place. There's so many logistics to this. Like, my early streams looked terrible. It took a long time for my streams to start becoming at least aesthetically pleasing, and to add to my comfort on the mic. My early streams, I would not want to watch them right now. I would cringe. I can barely watch my current streams as it is. I know I have to, so I can get better. But there's just so much to it. Hope the servers around the world can handle the spike in internet usage. I agree. Yeah, that is going to be another very difficult part of things, is all the server stuff. Okay, so next part. I cringe at myself right now. Yeah, and that's okay. If you want to get better, you will eventually get better. It just, there's the only way to get better is just by doing it more. That's one of those realities that I think a lot of people have to think about, is you have to be prepared for you have to be prepared to just keep doing the thing. Even if you don't like doing the thing, you just have to do the thing and know that you will eventually get better at it. There's no easy road to being a good streamer. You just have to keep streaming and figure out what parts of streaming bring out your best passions. Because there was a point long ago I was watching all of these retro gaming guys, the My Life in Gaming, Bob from Retro RGB, keeping tabs on Voltar and all his mod work, just all these guys who discuss retro gaming, GameSack, Sega Lord X, a bunch of names that I could continue naming off, a bunch of dudes who are out in the world to show their passions about retro gaming, and I just thought to myself, I should be able to accomplish that as well. Adrian Vendor, if you ain't cringing, you ain't learning. That is the wisdom right there. Oh man, you mercifully, blissfully made made the perfect... All these words that I was spitting, and you summed it up right there, Adrian Vendor. If you ain't cringing, you ain't learning. Let that be the lesson to us all. No cringe, no learn. I went in with hours of YouTube knowledge and OBS class and learning to talk in the mic for an hour without streaming. Yeah, even before the first go live, you know, I feel like anyone who's diligent at all, before you press the first go live, you do a lot of experimenting, and a lot of stuff breaks, and there's just a lot of this that doesn't even make sense to start with. But eventually we get better with it, and we build the machine that becomes our stream, and now, you know, I've got all this happening around me that fires off at the press of a single button. It's pretty great. Okay, now let's... Come on, pull the shield out correctly, Link. One more statue to liberate. And I know I could riff about streaming itself all day, and that kind of conversation, I feel like it's still good and productive, but it only goes so far with other streamers, because what ultimately I think needs to be discussed between streamers is how to take the art of streaming and make it more palatable for the masses, how to take this crazy concept and make it something that people will like, to make it so that your regular in real life friends who've never even thought about Twitch.tv can start to think, oh, this is actually pretty interesting. I see that my friend is putting together some really cool stuff, and he's really excited about it, and I like the way that he presents it, so I'm going to try to watch his stuff, and maybe that will engage me. And you don't have to engage everyone, and that's okay. Let's see. I think... Okay, medley. Alright, so the beams are aligned in a certain way that I should be able to... Okay, yeah. Stand on these two spots up here, I believe. Yep, those are the two pedestals, and now we can open that up. So I'm going to set you down real quick, medley. If you aren't cringing, you aren't learning. Oh. I think on my Tuesday stream, when I fire up Super Mario Maker 2, that feels like a worthy title. If you aren't cringing, you aren't learning, because, well, Super Mario Maker 2 makes fools out of all of us. And now for my turn on the pedestal. All that work to feng shui this entire room to angle some light. Quote of the day. Yep, Escape, that's my dude, Adrian Vendor. He and I go way back to elementary school, in fact. We are both Nevet Knights. Wow, that's a lot of doors. It's a very secure door mechanism. And I won't say I cringe a lot at my current streams. I actually find myself to be a little bit more palatable, because one thing that I had to do that was important. Ooh, this Dark Nut, he's going to be a lot of fun. One thing I had to do that was incredibly important was to be at my best, to be all the way on my game for when I went and recorded. My submission video for Summer Games Done Quick. Naturally, I'm not entirely sure if Summer Games Done Quick is even going to take place, but I had to give it my best shot, and maybe they can at least put me in my channel on one of their hotfixes or something. The main goal is I had to be engaging and interesting for 2.5 hours, and I feel like I chose the right way to present myself. And I pull up that video of my speed run, and I'm not mad. I'll say that much. It's still I have room to improve. I will always have room to improve, but I'm not disappointed in myself. I'm not cringing at myself. I will definitely watch myself with little hesitation, because I'm very proud of that piece of work. That I fired up OBS and my Switch, my entire setup here, and recorded a 2.5 hour video. Tired out of my mind after work, and I just thought, okay, I'm gonna pick up the game. I'm at least gonna practice tonight. I'm gonna do my best, and ended up ripping out a personal best in Link's Awakening. And even with a couple mistakes, I could still stand to knock a good minute off that run. Similar experience with TayuCon. Wanted to be a panelist, sent my application in, got a panel in Smash. Yeah, being entertaining while doing my best at speedrunning is tough. Yeah, and it comes from an insane amount of practice. Link's Awakening has just been one of those games for me for a very long time. So I was able to have years of experience with the game to help ease the burden a little bit, and I've had years of watching and enjoying GDQ as well, so I can get a feel for what makes a good speedrunner and who can put on a good presentation. You know, some blend of the way that the hosts communicate with the audience, the way that the most entertaining speedrunners have acted. Nothing that we do here happens without being able to observe someone else who did it better, and then we just take what they did and adapt it for ourselves, and hope that we can make it unique enough to not feel guilty about stealing it. Because I can't even remember fully anymore, but there are definitely a half dozen things that I do on my stream that are shamelessly ripped off of things that I've seen with other people. Things I didn't have until I watched certain people do things on stream, but thankfully stealing that one thing was a way for me to be creative in things on top of that too, so I could truly make it my own and not feel guilty about it. Yeah, I don't know if anyone is interested in the link. Just out of sheer superstition, I haven't made it public yet, even though apparently all submissions have been made public, but the actual link of the actual link I have kept hidden. I only distribute the link on demand right now, but I'll publicize it better when I get answers, whether I get my run accepted or rejected. We'll see what happens over the next month while the submission committee reviews everything. But that link right there is Link's Awakening. No glitches, no stealing, no major skips in 2 hours and 32 minutes. Yeah, just waiting for it, trying to keep it out of my head. I know one day soon I will receive an email, and I'm okay with that. I just gotta wait it out. Okay. So I'm going to climb up, and then I'm going to I'm gonna command medley over. Thanks for the good luck, Escape. Yeah, my first submission, and that's the other thing. I'm not truly good at any other games to have any other speed runs to speak of. So that's my one shot right there. That's my 8 Mile. There's vomit on my sweater already, mom spaghetti, all those other things. because I've already planned long ago, I'm going to go spend a week in Minneapolis no matter what. If GDQ happens, great. If it doesn't happen, then that's just more time I can spend with my friends who live over there. But if I get to go to GDQ, that'll be amazing. I can rub elbows with some streamers who I really adore. And if I get to be a runner, that's even better. So it's just nothing but good things, no matter what happens. Oh no. Nope, nope. Just noping out of here. Nothing but nope. Nope. I'm gonna continue noping. All of the nope. Wait a second. Okay, I'm in the correct. If that's where I am... Oh, I went the wrong direction. Or did I? Wow, I backtracked way too much. I'm not smart. Not smart at all. I just walked right past the boss key door. Because I need Medley to make it over there. And I don't know, is Medley strong enough? Does she have the stamina? Can I fly over there? She might make it, might. Yeah! There we go, baby. And let's see, 2 fairies in jars. Do I want to get a 3rd fairy in a jar? Seems like a good idea. Fighting Jalhalla is incredibly annoying because it feels like you have to keep... It feels like the cycles with him never end. Oh yeah, money. That'll really help me against the boss. Well, no fairies here at the door. Time to just straight up raw dog it here. So, arrows, bombs, maybe this. Yeah, that seems like a better loadout. Let's go, Medley. Let's go face Jalhalla. The big, fat, dumpy ghost who needs to be thrown into some spikes. Gasp. Oh look, it's a mask that contains evil. Yeah, this boss is very annoying. He's almost like... Given that you have to throw him into spikes, he's almost he's a little bit like N64 Bowser. Just a little bit. But yeah, way more annoying. Having to make sure that I blast him with light and then pick him up at the exact correct angle so that he rolls into the spikes. What? Oh, that was not fair. Apparently these cycles are based on the quantity of little ghosts that get killed. And the lights keep moving. Oh boy. Yeah, this game is just full of things that artificially extend the time it takes to do things. And that's been a big complaint of Wind Waker for most of its life. And there were certainly things that they improved upon. There are certainly things they improved upon with the HD version on Wii U, I hear. I have it. I've never played it. Out with you. Yeah, I eventually just have to kill all of these little guys. And yet somehow, even when I'm down to 5 or 6 Poes, he can reform into the whole thing. And all I can hope to do is be accurate when I'm chucking his big dumb face into the spikes. And to be close to the little guys when they land. Yeah, see, 2 of them and then he resets. The cycles on this boss are very irritating no matter how well you do. It's almost like you're punished for doing well sometimes. And yet again, the lights keep moving. Uh-oh. Come on, fatty. Oh, come on! I even hit him once with an arrow. That mask just magnifies all of the Poe powers. Yeah, incredibly unlucky, but also kind of intentional, based on how the game just randomly decides, oh, this is gonna be a very short boss cycle. Come here, you purple idiot. I don't think there's a second phase. There better not be. There we go. Okay. There's the victory music. I was scared for a second. I like that victory dance that Link does. I'm gonna go collect these goodies, hopefully without getting injured. Oh, of course, the hearts would appear right next to the spikes. Not gonna deal with that, but I am gonna claim this heart. Let's get stronger together. And get out of this terrible, terrible temple. Gotta give some more power back to the Master Sword. Play the song. Yep, pray to the gods for more power to be put back into the sword. Oh boy. Oh. The hilt opened. The prayers of the Earth Sage have restored the Master Sword's former energy. There is but one last step before it becomes the true Master Sword once again. Power power to repel evil is not yet fully awakened. To complete the awakening of the Master Sword, you must go to the Wind Temple for one more prayer. Now, Manic, step into the light behind you and return to the surface. Your next duty is to find the Sage of the Wind Temple. Thunder, thunder, howl! I will remain here and continue to pray. Oh, thanks for being so helpful, Medley. You must hurry. And Manic? About Prince Kamali? Please watch over him for me. I mean, I'll do what I can. I can't promise anything, especially when Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks happen. I mean, it takes me pretty far away from him. Alright, but let's see about doing a little bit more ocean exploring, shall we? Because there are a lot of quadrants on the map that have yet to be uncovered. Need to play those. Definitely. Let's see, where do I want to go now? Someone made a D-pad mod for them. Never played because Gimmick Stylus. Yeah, see, if there were a D-pad mod available for those two, I would happily play them. But I also never played them because that stylus gimmick made me angry. I refuse to play a Zelda game in that fashion. That doesn't feel right to me. Down, right, left, up. Okay. Yeah, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. Fired them up in an emulator one day. Realized that they were completely point and click for all of their movement options, and just noped the hell out of there. Just refused. I absolutely could not stand it. I'll go to that area. Yeah, 30 minutes and got frustrated. I thought, okay, people like these Zelda games. I'm going to try these Zelda games because people say they're still good in spite of their controls. But no, I refuse to lead Link around by pointing a stylus at special spots for him. That made no sense to me, and I refuse to participate in that. So I'm going to try to methodically start swirling around the western part of the map, and let's see, sails up, and let's go. Am I headed the right direction? Yep. And sometimes just sailing around, enjoying the activity of sailing around, it's probably what the game wanted you to do, because you'll end up gathering a lot of money. And later in the game, having a lot of money is incredibly important for being able to do what you want. And there's so many treasure chests scattered around the ocean. So many. Red rupee. Every little bit goes well towards the cause. Still headed in the right. Need to head a little bit more northwest. I see an island up ahead. I think I will sail to it. I feel like I should find a way to like put on some additional music while this is taking place, because otherwise these nights get very boring. How does Link carry all that stuff? Because he's been chosen by the gods, you see. The gods say he can carry that stuff. Those special green clothes allow him to carry that much stuff, so thus, yeah, bag of holding. And like, yeah, a ladder and a raft in the original game, I imagine they fold up, but carrying those things around must still be quite a burden. And then in Link to the Past, he just carried... I think in Link to the Past is Link's biggest inventory of them all. I can't recall another Zelda game where Link carries so much stuff. To your death, to your doom. Off the side you go. Oh, I've been here. Knocked them both down. I'll take it. I'll take it. Majora's Mask. Oh yeah, just the masks themselves. That's a lot of items. You eventually hold on to as many, if not more, masks than the Happy Mask Salesman. To be a hero, carry stuff, because to be a hero requires carrying a burden. It's metaphorical, you see. I'm gonna try to float to some of those other guard posts. Hopefully there are spoils over there. Just watching Shoyosha. I'm not familiar. Tell us more. Come on, fall off. There we go. Goodbye. Recent anime where the hero is overly precautious. Oh, so he just burdens himself with a lot of items and planning and anxiety, I guess. Like, first, better be level 50. Nothing wrong with being level 50 to start. Give yourself every possible advantage. Okay. I'm on that My Hero Academia hype. A lot of people are enjoying My Hero Academia these days. My niece is really into it, and I feel like I should probably watch it just so I can sort of have a better way of relating with her. I got her some of the manga at one point, but oh, I have this as an option. Finishing moves of the first slime. Oh, that sounds funny. That sounds very funny. Okay, now we've got music again, so I'll put that away. Oh no, oh no! I did not measure that correctly, not one bit. AZ Collins, what is up, my brother? Are you enjoying the self-imposed quarantine weekend? Hopefully you didn't have too many obligations. Is that a fairy island I haven't been to yet? AZ Collins is a great fighting game player and a Dark Souls streamer. Definitely follow him if that is your kind of thing. Gotta give him a shout out and some love. Doing okay. Actually had next week off due to Disneyland vacation. I'm holding up well. Streaming in the usual fashion. I was still able to enjoy some time at the gaming zone yesterday morning. Brought some disinfectant wipes with me to wipe down all of the machines that I came in contact with. Trying to keep it safe. Disneyland closed. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that AZ Collins can no longer go to Disneyland, so he gets to sit at home and find other things to do. Disneyland and Disney World closing. I don't think they've set a date for when they are going to reopen. They're basically closed indefinitely while the situation is being reevaluated. I would assume that the closure is going to last for at least 2 to 3 weeks. But we'll just have to see what what results come from the next couple of weeks while the situation develops. Okay. When all you have is a hammer, sometimes the switches look like a nail. So let's hop in here and see what spoils are waiting for us. See how long the world survives without toilet paper. Well, I live alone, and I currently have 17 rolls to my name, so I'm doing okay. So I should be good for a couple of weeks. I also know that if I ever need to, I'll try to make sure that I do my things at work. So that I don't have to put any pressure on my supply at home. Oh, you're low. Yeah, see, I was able to buy a couple of rolls last week. Like last week it was bad, but it wasn't this bad, so I was still able to get a couple packages. I just bought them on principle because I knew that if I didn't get any now, I would not be able to get any later. And I was actually kind of low anyway. Like, I could have, if things were normal, I could have waited another week or two, but I could definitely understand what was happening, and I bought some, so I'm okay. Jelly, live with my GF, have 3 rolls left, however, just installed a bidet, Impulse bought a year ago. See, the bidet is your savior. That people are already going to public toilets and stealing the paper. Yes, they are, actually. When I went to the video game store yesterday, pardon me. Went to the video game store yesterday. The cashier was telling us how there were people who came in to try to scam individual rolls of toilet paper from the store, because the plan at the store is the store has 2 restrooms, but they want to limit usage to 1 roll per day per restroom, and yeah, some person came in at the very beginning of the business day, and tried to get toilet paper. So that it was clear this person was trying to scam things. It was not a good look, not at all. You need to tell your restaurant that 1 roll per restroom per day. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I feel like that's the right amount. I mean, especially if you're at a restaurant, you probably have some industrial-sized rolls as well. So, even the high demands of a restroom should still be fine at 1 roll per day. Let's see. Need to get this island charted. And arrow. Hi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Let's start by opening up your sea chart. What restaurant are you talking about, Escape? There's a chance it's one that I like or that I've been to before, or a place that I should go to. I hear the bird people who live on Dragon Rest Island east of here have invented an incredibly useful device that they call a grappling hook. No lie, Fry. I hear you can throw that thing at monsters and use it to grab treasure they've hidden in their pockets. Talk about cool. Oh, and have you seen those imp-like creatures called bokoblins that hang out on the lookout platforms at sea, stare through their telescopes? I hear those guys keep joy pendants hidden in their pockets, so if you get one of those grappling hooks, you could use it to swipe their pendants. That's all the info I've got to offer. Hey, Slev, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Avenger Friends represented. Thank you. Hope you have a good night. Hope you had an awesome stream today. Get that partner, man. Get that partner. Can't go fighting evil on an empty stomach. And with that, I'm off. And let's start sailing southward, shall we? So we can continue charting things. Actually, maybe I should go... Maybe I should try to go one more square north. Actually, ooh, no, that's one of those dice islands. I am not fond of those. They are nasty. They hold good treasures, they hold good money, but I don't like them. Yeah, there's the Forsaken Fortress, and the island that I don't want to go to is right over there. Oh, but that looks like the well, crap. It actually looks kind of inviting right now. Especially because those diver NPCs are a riot. They tickle me greatly. So we'll go due north for a minute and then make our way back down. And sails out. Let's see what these dweebs are up to. Yeah, Bub! You collected treasure, Bub! I know you're probably sick of hearing this, but first you should open your sea chart, press Y to check, then just compare the island charts on the left with the treasure charts on the right to see where the treasure's hidden. Isn't that great, Bub? I'll give you all the rupees we found. We're actually searching for other treasure. Keep it quiet, but our actual goal is to find the legendary treasure that sleeps at the bottom of the sea. If you must know, Bub, it's these golden, triangular-shaped triumph forks. Yeah, some sort of magical cutlery. That's what we heard. But don't tell anybody, Bub. Yeah, I thought you were gonna give me rupees. Bub! I see no rupees. Useless. So useless. Forgot to properly shout out Slev a minute ago when he popped in for his lyrics. Slev is almost single-handedly the entire Sea of Thieves community on Twitch. Dude loves that game. Plays a few other things, of course, but that's his main thing. That's how he's built his empire of greatness. So if you're ever curious about some high-level Sea of Thieves play, then look up Slev86. He's a good dude. Runs a high energy stream. Don't know how he does it. This dude streams a lot. See, this is why I don't like these islands. Oh, brutal. Did they really have to cutscene that though? That seems a little excessive. But I need to get it charted. So time to break out some bait. Yeah, go figure this island next to the Forsaken Fortress is going to be among the worst. Pulling a Michael Bay experience. Yeah, exactly. Michael Bay, nothing but the biggest explosions and lens flares. And then the protagonist of our story is going to have a heartfelt, sentimental speech set to some Linkin Park as the end credits play. Four Eye Reef. You seen those weird rings of light that appear on the surface of the sea? Haven't you, small fry? Did you know that some of those rings only appear at night? Didn't think so. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to jump off. What's wrong with me? Wind Waker back out so that I can aim the winds back in a better position. I won't show the video part because I don't want to get whacked by copyright, but I know somewhere buried deep in my computer I created a handy little montage that we can listen to. Where did I put it? Please tell me I've got it somewhere. At worst case I've got it on my Twitter. Did I call it Optimus? Yep, okay. Because it keeps... Oh, here we go. This is just a 1 minute clip, but it actually no, this is a little bit. This is several clips, but they all matter. They're very important. We need encouraging words at a time like this. So,
with the Allspark gone, we cannot return life to our planet. And fate has yielded its reward. A new world to call home.
And maybe, just maybe...
We live among its people now, hiding in plain sight.
Didn't want the music to trigger.
But watching over them in secret. Waiting. Protecting. I have witnessed their capacity for courage. And though we are worlds apart, like us, there's more to them than meets the eye.
Oh, he said the thing.
I am Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
And I send this message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
Yeah, that first Transformers movie was so incredibly good, and yeah, then you're right, the quality just went down. It became more about the explosions and the spectacle, which is just not as fun.
Thank you, Sam.
It lost its
for
heart.
saving my life.
You're welcome. Thank you for believing in me.
Our races
Cue the Linkin
united
Park.
by a history long forgotten, and a future we shall face together. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message so that our pasts will always be remembered. For in those memories, we live on.
Short and sweet. Short and sweet. It's all we needed. That Linkin Park
In any
transition
war,
was always perfect.
There are calms between storms.
You fought bravely.
There will be days when we lose faith. Days when our allies turn against us. But the day will never come that we forsake this planet and its people.
Do you feel cold?
Even shorter. See, it's almost like you can measure the quality of the movie by the length of the Optimus Prime Linkin Park segment. And then the final one.
There are mysteries to the universe we were never meant to solve. But who we are and why we are here are not among them. Those answers we carry inside. I am Optimus Prime, and this message is to my creators. Leave planet Earth alone.
Oh, he's angry.
'Cause I'm coming.
Just
For
nothing.
you.
Nothing but fury. And no Linkin Park, actually. That was, at least I don't think that was Linkin Park. But anyway, yeah, modern day Independence Day quote. I'll just try to find a way to string all of those together. And that's how that goes. So I think southwesterly wind will work fine for what I'm about to do here. Walked out of the theater in Transformers 3, the first and only movie you did that. Wow. I can understand that. I definitely can. Transformers 3 made a lot of mistakes. Transformers 3 just tried too hard in so many ways and failed at all of those things in which it was trying too hard about. And if I trace this perimeter around long enough... Uh-oh. Ugh. I'm not smart. I was trying to go too fast, played it too loose, and I got burned. Got way burned. Okay. One more time, with less rolling to my doom. Oh boy. They're really aiming. Look at how much freaking treasure is in here. That's amazing. Usually at the end of this path there's a treasure chest, so it's worth trying to figure that out. Of course, I didn't bother looking for a treasure chest before coming out here, so that's all on me. Ooh, maybe I can deal with. Nope, it's always going to be a little too far away. It knows what I'm trying to do and is actively fighting me to prevent that. Oh, that one is damaged. Interesting. Nope, no treasure chest here. Not all of them have the good stuff. Well, I guess that means I'm gonna have to blow up those boats. They do not deserve to live. Time for a good old-fashioned sea battle. Good thing I have 99 bombs, or else I would have no idea how to truly cope with this. At least the game knew that having 99 bombs would be a good idea. There we go. Take care of all the turrets. Oh. Okay, good. Now let's start collecting treasure. Gotta go. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Escape. Appreciate you very much. Keep having good streams and keep getting better at Smash. You're doing it every day. Oh, it's daytime now. That stuff went away. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna soft rage quit here because I've been streaming for just a little bit. Awesome, Escape. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and press the pause button. Gonna take myself a little bit of a break here. Now that I'm streaming one more day a week, my streams are actually also intended to be a little bit shorter. My apologies for that for some of you who might have somehow wanted more of me. But yeah, I'm gonna go away for the usual 10 to 15. Gonna go set up the good rockin' tunes here. What is gonna be good here? Take games in Cali now. Wish I enjoyed Smash. The scene in AZ is so good. Wow. California smash and Arizona smash linking up. That'd be great. Okay. Ooh, this is a good song for the somber tone of these days. All right, see you in a few. All right. I'm back. I promise I'm back. I know I took that a little bit. I stretched it just a little too long. That was more like 18 minutes. But I'm back. Okay. I never expected a 15-minute break on streaming to be so freaking busy. My cell phone was blowing up, among many other things. So, yeah, that was certainly a part of it. So, back on the second half of the stream. Hey, Henry Virus, what is happening? Thanks for popping back to the stream. Hope you're having yourself a great Sunday. Good to see you again. Wanted to give a toast to anyone who's still sticking around since I started my stream with some energy. The back half, let's sip a little bit of some hazy IPA here. This one comes courtesy of Ghostfish Brewing of Seattle, Washington. One of the premier gluten-free breweries to serve the nation, and people like me who maybe are not as fond of having gluten in their diet. So I'm gonna pour this up. Maybe I should have rinsed this glass out a little bit better. Thought I did. Or I just poured it a little bit too aggressively. That's another part of it. Actually, a Monday for me. Oh. Do you have, Henry Virus, do you have an interesting type of work week? Or by virtue of time zones, is it literally Monday for you right now? Since I'm playing Zelda, best to rock a Zelda glass. So, cross salute, all the other words that mean the most to you. Let's knock back some of this happy goodness. And let's continue on with some Wind Waker, shall we? Just slowly grinding our way through the game, no big deal. Oh, the perfect song to seg right back into Wind Waker. Thank you, Winamp playlist. That was perfect. Okay, so since I was since I needed to do a soft rage quit from a situation that happened here at the Four Eye Reef. There was a bunch of treasure that I was about to collect, and then the sun came out and ruined all of my hopes and dreams. Do you mind me asking what state or city or country you might be in, Henry Virus, that makes it Monday for you? European? Australian? Just gonna cruise down the cruise south along the western edge of the map. And come whatever may, gonna enjoy the sailing. Moving right along. Hopefully I can catch some treasure or something like that. Or maybe I'll go sneak up this guard post here, so that I could get in a scuffle with some bokoblins. That would be nice too. Thanks for everyone who hung out during the break, who stuck along to see the backside of the stream. Appreciate you sticking by. Just having some relaxing times with Wind Waker. Obviously not everyone's favorite Zelda game. Thoughts on Zelda games are very much a product of your, I think, of age and your general preferences. everyone's first Zelda game has a very, very big impression upon the way they view the entire rest of the series. And if Wind Waker was your first Zelda, you probably loved it a lot, and that's entirely okay. My first Zelda, believe it or not, was Link's Awakening. And that's why I speak of it so highly. That's why I speedrun it too. All this for a skull necklace? Really? Better than fighting one moblin. Those guys are annoying. It's much more fun when I can knock them off the edge, because the goblins just can't swim. Go figure, Ganondorf would happen to choose the henchman who can't swim while trying to take over an ocean society. Really, really bad move, Ganon. Really bad move. Looks like we have another reef, maybe. We'll see what that island is shortly. Hope everyone is having a great Sunday evening. I know there's a lot on everyone's mind right now, but we can certainly come together and enjoy the video games of yesteryear, the games that give us the good memories we can think of different times in our lives. There's no guarantee that an old video game was... There's no guarantee that an old video game came to your life during the happiest times of your life, but these old games might have been a source of comfort for you during a hard time. Sometimes for a person, an old game is more than just a piece of nostalgia. It was a safety blanket. It was a way of coping, and an old game was the only way out of a troubling situation for people. And that's okay too. That's why we're able to have so much love and enjoyment for these games. It's why we come together and we play the classics, because the classics are absolutely worth remembering, worth exploring, worth revisiting, because you never know what memories are going to come up right alongside all the experiences of playing this. Maybe at the beginning of Wind Waker you don't remember anything, but maybe, just maybe, you get to a certain level, you get to a certain boss, you get to a certain island, you talk to a certain character, and somehow your brain fires off something neighboring, something nearby, where you remember what was going on during a certain time of your life. I can always remember picking up Doom 64 and remembering all those times as a latchkey kid coming home after school, getting in some gaming time before homework time, because there was always that nice hour and a half to 2 hours before a parent got home, and as long as we didn't break anything, as long as we didn't get into too much trouble, we could leverage that. We could just goof off and decompress, listening to the local hip-hop radio station, Power 92, as it was known back in the day. Entirely possible to become the treasure, yes. No doubt. You don't know how long that treasure has been sitting under the ocean, so it's really incredible how resilient those treasure chests are, that they haven't even begun to rust. They still look like perfectly forged steel. Cheers to all of you. Another red rupee. Every Every single rupee counts at this stage of the game, because we want to have a big stash of rupees for much later, after defeating the Wind God's Temple, because we need to pick up Triforce pieces, and that is an incredibly expensive endeavor. Uh-oh. It's night again, and it's incredibly quiet. Ooh, this island coming up is actually kind of captivating. Let me make sure that I chart it, get some bait ready, because it looks like I can hit my dude up here. Uh-oh, it was a dark and stormy night. A little bit on the spooky side. Come on. There you are, buddy. Eat my food. Eat the food. Hi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Then open up your sea chart. Needle Rock Isle. You seen the boats sailing around here with the real huge cannons, right, Fry? I bet you those things have their hulls packed with treasure. Of course, if you don't have a cannon yourself, there's no way you'll ever sink one of them. And that's all the info I've got to offer. If you want to hear it again, you'll have to throw me more bait. Well, that was some pretty simplistic advice. Now, I believe something about this island, its entire mechanic is reliant upon having some bow and arrows. So there is a neat little bonus here. I just need to solve its puzzle. Oh, I can hear those buzzards singing their evil song. And having 60 arrows also helps greatly. I need to find the fairy island, or whatever mechanism, whatever upgrade gets me more magic, because that is definitely something I need next. Oh, this puzzle down here. This place is crazy. They're giving me lots of magic and arrows. I think they're hinting at something. Just a little bit lower. I think I can thread the needle here. Which, oddly enough, it goes very well metaphorically with the name of the island. How about that? Oh. Yes! Lit that torch. Okay. Can recover some magic. And let's see here. To the living, light the 6 torches and dive down to the seafloor. Guide the lost spirit of the boat that forever wanders in darkness. So this is almost like a shooting gallery. Oh. Better. So I'm at 3. 3 down, 3 to go. And I just have to be observant. 4. And is that a 5th up there? I couldn't quite see. Yep, looks like it is. Geez, does it lose fire as it gets all the way over there? 5. Let's get a little more magic. Where is... Oh, there's 6. Hiding in plain sight. How do I find a good vantage point to stick it? Looks like from kind of back here. That'll do. A little higher. There we go. This is probably just a treasure shark, but that's okay. Oh, orange rupee. Heck yeah, 100 rupees. I'm into it. Let's refill my magic and get back up topside so that I can do more stuff on this island. And I believe there is a switch up top. Let me go kind of confirm here. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! Get out of my face! Absolutely no remorse in killing those things as painfully as possible. They do not deserve to live. Oh, a cheer. Let's get that jelly. And I'm probably going to have to, let's see if I can be a bit of a sharpshooter here. Maybe not by burning magic, though. Oh, that felt really close. Their flying arcs are a little chaotic, but I think it can be managed. Plus, I have a lot of arrows, so it's worth a shot. Pun intended. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to do this the hard way, because I've got no other choice in the matter. Let's pop out a pair and guide a gull up to whatever's on top of that spire. I think the Kool-Aid Man will look like you remove the juice. Well, you remove the juice and then you just have a clear glass pitcher. That's all he is. Nothing more, nothing less. The entire concept of the Kool-Aid Man, I am now convinced, after having years and years, literal decades of being able to think about it, is if you've ever played the game Hollow Knight, then that is, in effect, what the Kool-Aid Man is. The pitcher matters not, because the pitcher is just a vessel for the soul within. All that for a piece of heart. 1 of 4. Okay, well, I've done everything useful on this island. Time to head south again. Oh. Big. Oh, that's interesting. I get far enough away and those things appear. Time to go collect a little coin. A little bit of moolah. My, those are very big. Those are very big 5 rupees. So shiny, so large, but worth only 5. All that effort. Okay, time to get going south again. Are there people falling into the chest and transformed into items? Depends on the item, because I believe, don't quote me on this, in at least one Zelda, it was canonical that that certain items are indeed basically the converted bodies or souls of actual formerly living beings. Because rupees clearly are a gem of some sort, and as we all know full well, here on Earth, at least, a lot of gems are formed by various geologic pressures that take place deep beneath our feet, and so clearly the currency of the land here. It's entirely possible that that rupees, at one point, if not a human, we're an Octorok, we're a Stalfos, we're a Gibdo, we're Keese, at least a prehistoric version of that. Even though from an evolutionary standpoint, throughout all the eons and eras of Hyrule, living beings tend to have maintained the same forms. The only real evolution that we've truly witnessed as canonical is the Zora becoming Rito here in Wind Waker. Oh, I got some great information, small fry. Lucky you. If you use the treasure that's hidden on that island there, the thing that vanishes as soon as you get near it, it won't vanish anymore. You know, it. I'm talking about it, the thing that appears all nights when a wee bit of the right half of the moon is missing. Don't you know what I'm talking about? It. And that's all the info I got to offer. Yes, I know exactly what he's talking about. Do you know what he's talking about? Because I know, because I remember things sometimes. And, well, as it turns out, I do not have the item required to deal with this island, so I think I will just go on my merry little way. Yeah, definitely why rupees are so common. I mean, it's so common that it's the currency of the world, so you've got a lot of fossilized things that are strewn about the land. Okay. Going to the most extreme southwestern corner of the map. Oh boy, there's lots of trouble going on here. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to regulate on some fools with a boomerang. Okay. Maybe let's see if I can ninja pick up some treasure real quick, and boop, got it. Oh, how dare you! Oh, I am not here for. I have no patience for you damn things. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? It flew out of range of my Z targeting. Of my Z targeting. Oh, there we go. You get to, hey Manic, 3% battery. I mean, find time to fire up a stream when you got 3% battery. Your phone might as well go out on top. So I applaud you for wanting to step in here and give me the tiniest, littlest shred of love. You are too kind. Those pea hats, I swear. Oh no! I lost the treasure! Oh well, I'll go see what's going on this island. Oh yeah, this island is a weird one. It's like playing miniature golf. It's a fun one. How dare you? How dare you? Just went straight to 1. Oh boy, I am too powerful for percentages. I take cell phone battery 2% at a time. Don't watch me on mobile or else I will fry your phones, kids. I'm far too powerful. I'm just now thinking of Tenacious D. I do not need A microphone. My voice is fucking powerful. Alright, you get two. Thanks for stopping in. I'll see you in a bit. Oh no. And by the way, if Tenacious D is your thing, then you are automatically one of my people. Watching on a tablet? Well, tablets are marginally more powerful than cell phones, so you're entirely in a good place with a tablet. I will consume battery at a regular rate on a tablet. But if you're watching me on a cell phone, that's all your fault, buddy. Watch me on a cell phone at your own risk. This is actually making me think of that golf game that's down in the canyon in Breath of the Wild, except this is a much more self-service version of that game. There's no attendee; you just have to figure it out on your own. Oh, do I just have to? I have to blast this one. No throwing, just with leaf power alone. Ooh, this is dangerous. Maybe that one burst will do it. It's slowly going, very slowly. I can't reach. Can I? Ooh, can I nudge it with an arrow? No, I can't. Oh, brutal. If I could, that would be amazing. Play a little bit of billiards with it. Throw a little English on it. Achoo? Really? Okay then, let's do it like this. No, I didn't hit the curve on that correctly, so let me get a little closer and blow a little harder. And then we should be able to stroke it in. Yes, I chose my words very carefully for that. That did not look like it made it in. Not one bit. That's okay, I'll take the win. I will take the win. I get to go down the hole. So beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. I'm so glad I bought this kaleidoscope. A kaleidoscope, because yeah, obviously there's nothing really to look at over there. It's just the infinite void. Okay, so a little bit of wind here to blow me over to that chest. I want to grab the chest before I go down the hole, just in case the chest despawns when I come back out of the hole. Piece of heart, piece of heart, piece of heart. Maybe, please. Oh, a treasure shard. There better be big money whenever I actually open up that treasure chart and go figure out where it is. Now let's make the wind blow the other way so I can go down the hole. Hmm? Yeah, west. Apparently my GameCube does not like when the controller goes below my desk. Because my GameCube is sitting on top of my desk. And, oh! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. You actual terror beast. Get back here. Come over here and die. Really terrifying enemy for a game that's so cute. Another treasure chart. Imagine if a parent brought their kid to a horror movie, complained because it was too graphic. I imagine that constantly because I used to work in movie theaters, and that happens all the time. It happened 20 years ago when I was working in movie theaters. Well, more like 19, 18 years ago. But I do not imagine the practice has stopped. There is no such thing as a movie rating or a time of day that will prevent parents from bringing their children to movie theaters. I kid you not. I am not over-exaggerating. Really incredibly dumb things happen with children in movies. Hideous Winter, what's going on, lady? Glad you're here. Very happy you're here. You're like my safety blanket. You're my good luck charm. Thank you for popping into the stream. I'm glad you were able to have that cooking/venting session earlier. That was super awesome. You were buying things? Oh, okay. Well, there's plenty of stuff to buy. But also, depending on what you want to buy, there's not a lot of stuff to buy. So, I hope you're able to buy the things that you needed. Still steamed? Oh yeah, you had every right to be steamed. When one person is breaking that many rules at work, you just really have to put your foot down. Okay. Oh, hell no. Oh, I am not here to take this punishment. Good thing those things are huge, so I can easily shove an arrow up their noses. Okay, so I might as well start taking care of some business. Nope, not that one. There we go. We needed groceries, he kept putting it off. Okay. One really interesting thing that I noticed when buying groceries, I went at 11 p.m. on Friday, because I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go at the time I usually go and hope that I will avoid crowds, and that maybe I'll be able to pick up a few of the things that I normally buy. I didn't have my heart set on all of the things I normally buy, but at least just a few of them, and thankfully, no crowds, and also because I eat weird things, I did not have to change my shopping habits one bit. Everything that I wanted was there in good supply. The canned food aisle, though, was an absolute wreck, and the fresh meat section, also an absolute wreck. But I'm very glad that things... and especially the gluten-free shelves also were largely untouched, because apparently people who eat quote-unquote normal food don't have imaginations whatsoever. So I was easily able to grab all the things that I normally subsist upon and walked out of there happily. My main goal was laundry detergent, and there were still some boxes available of that, so I picked that up without hesitation too. Everything else I need, I already have in decent quantities here at home, so truly, I was in a good place. Luckily, gluten-free and vegetarian was open, so much left. Yeah, right? See, you see that too. Like, these people just, like, either they didn't want to pay the extra price premium of some of those items, or they just lack imagination and were like, well, we'll just go without. But it still feels like the actual right move is to try to get to the store right exactly when it opens. For better or worse, that's just how it is. There are probably some activities on Windfall Island that I should tend to. Maybe right after I go move the story forward here. I just have to like make up music because the nights are so silent on the ocean here. Made Robert buy quarantine snacks, not that we're quarantined yet. Totally a good call. It's good to have just a little bit of extra food available, no doubt. I really love how Link has an animation specifically for, holy crap, there's too much wind. I think there was a hint specifically for, oh, it's technically an unexplored sector. Got it. Where's our fish buddy? Down he goes. I think I remember the game saying something interesting about where to acquire. Oh, hey, there's our fish buddy. Good thing I just bought some bait. So let's head over and have a chat with him. I should be able to go east slowly. Slowly. At a medium pace. Really nice of him to flop around. Maybe that's why he's hungry all the time, because he's always breaching like that. Hi, small fry. Yeah, I've heard. I take it you want to chart and information about this island. Then open up your sea chart. Gale Isle. You're thinking you want to get into that cave, small fry? The one that's protected by the crazy winds on that island? Heh, it's okay then. Just let me tell you a little secret. If you go 5 squares south and 1 square east from here, you'll reach Ice Ring Isle, where you'll find an item that'll make you as heavy as stone. If you get that item, you won't have to worry about getting blown over by winds. And that's all the info I've got to offer. Yeah, so I have to go to the literal other side of the ocean here. Being a gluten-free spinach and pesto Alfredo for dinner. Ooh, that sounds delicious. I definitely love Alfredo. Let's see, 5 down and 1 east. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Well, the Southern Fairy Island is the perfect place. Okay. Why do you think they send such a young boy on such a long journey? Well, that's sending a young boy on such a journey like this is exactly what the goddesses wanted. Din Faror, Nayru, and Hylia herself always need a hero of time to appear during all the eras of their creation Hyrule. So that's why the myth of the hero of time survives here, even in this ocean society where the hero of time failed in his mission to save Hyrule, but the legends live on, which is why some of the inhabitants, some of the NPCs I've talked to, talk about the Triumph Forks. Because over time, people keep telling stories, legends, if you will, and the words that people use might sometimes get mistranslated or misheard. So instead of Triforce, you hear about the Triumph Forks. And no matter what, the goddesses will always provide for their creation, Hyrule. This ocean life is definitely meant to be a almost it almost fits into into Christianity in a way that the in that the world was filled with water as a way of sealing away the evil that was trying to overtake Hyrule. So the few remaining survivors are living on what were once mountaintops of Hyrule, but we now have this tropical society, this seafaring society. But a hero of time must always remain, as the Triforce remains eternal. The three pieces: courage, power, and wisdom. So goes Link, Zelda, and Ganon, each representing one of those pieces. Link might be a teen stuck in a boy's body. Well, in a way, that's what Ocarina of Time was about. In Ocarina of Time, you were dealing with you're dealing with the reverse in Ocarina of Time, a boy stuck in a teen's body. But at no point is Link ever implied to be a teen stuck in a boy's body. He's just part of the eternal reincarnation cycle of what the goddesses wanted to happen in their world that they created. Let's go one square east, shall we? Let's go find that icy island. Bombs. I mean, this Link? No, this Link is definitely a 10-year-old boy. He was given the hero's clothes on his birthday. There's nothing particularly weird or out of place or magical about him, except that he just happened to be roped into a certain fate that the goddesses set up for him. Actually, I want that. Literally roped into his fate. Another 20 rupees. That seems to be the most common. But anyway. Oh yeah, that's definitely the look of the island that I need to go to. Even just a couple hundred years ago, children weren't seen how we see them now. They were considered small adults. Yeah, that's true too, especially when you're dealing with like the child labor movements back in the day, that people had this incredibly terrible perspective on what it means to be a child, even though people were once children. They found all these ways within society to structurally make people forget what it was like to be a child, and kind of rob children, eventually came to rob children of all the great things of what it means to be a child. And you know, this might be a little selfish, but I feel like that's part of what I do. I feel like it's one of the things that I wish to accomplish personally by streaming retro gaming, to continue keeping these parts of my younger days alive, and definitely the parts of the younger days of a lot of other people too, people who deserve to have some of these good feelings kept alive. In a lot of mythology and folklore, heroes tend to be young. That's true too. Okay. So, by virtue of the elements, very cold island. But just like the oh boy. But just like the other island up north, the one with lava, get to calm down this island with a little bit of hot fire. And I get like 5 minutes to shuffle my way in there. Yep. Let's see how quickly I can do it. It was easy on the other island, but they, of course, expect you to be much more proficient now. Might as well grab a treasure chest. You got a treasure chart, okay? A few moments for a treasure chart is fully fine with me. And the would you rather kind of thought exercise is... I always find that kind of fun, but that's also not the kind of person I am. I'm not going to interrogate people in that way. It does... I'm not good at thinking up those scenarios. The only truly good question of that nature that I've been asked recently, the one that I feel like is this fantastic filter for personalities, is this really fun question to ask certain people of a certain mindset, asking people if they would have sexual intercourse with a robot. And then the resulting thought experiment that happens after being asked that question is often very entertaining. So I guess I'm not asking I guess I'm not technically asking would you rather, but I'm asking just a simple if. Is there the entire possibility you would entertain that if there were a robot designed for human sexual pleasure, would you participate in what this robot had to offer? I must say, there have been some fantastic conversations as a result of that too. Well, you can consider it disgusting, but consider the reality of the society that we live in, where people are already doing that in some way. But technology is also advancing day by day, where robots can possibly become ever more desirable as days go by. So what's your first reaction when presented with a robot that is capable of delivering the kind of pleasure that you might personally enjoy? Okay, why put a jar behind a... Oh! Giving me a fairy. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, see, this is the thing, Henry Virus, is that, you know, this is the beautiful part of the live nature of streaming, is that naturally I get to deal with the unexpected nature of having chatters hanging out in my stream, and then you get to deal with the unexpected nature of what my response might be. So this is where I get to find a way to pose the question: would you rather, you know, would you rather human or robot? Would die gagging? What's there to gag about? This robot is built for the purpose, and it is entirely sterile. This robot is brand new, has not been used by anyone else. This robot is custom specifically to your specifications. I mean, we're not talking about like, though it's all entirely up to your imagination as well, because sexual intercourse with a robot. Are we dealing with a Roomba? Are we dealing with an actual humanoid? Are we dealing with something else? There's so many possibilities here in the world of robotics. See, how did that moblin get stuck down here? What terrible task was he sent upon? Who put him up to this? Why is this moblin down here in this icy cave? Yeah, I'm gonna save that dark nut for later, because that's one of the darkest of the dark nuts. There are white Darknuts and there are dark Darknuts, and I'd rather not have to deal with more than just a single one at a time. So there's that one. Here's another Moblin. And yeah, you're right, Hideous Winter. There are indeed sex bots, or at least real dolls. While real dolls may not have any real sentience, they definitely hang out in the uncanny valley. So they are just convincing enough to be I guess a sort of a robot. I mean, it is modular. It is comprised of technology. But usually we view robots as things that are able to operate independently, or mostly independently from human interaction. That a robot must be, that the robot could be designed to be desirable. This robot could be your best match. This robot could be idealized for you. Like we think about, there was an episode of Futurama that kind of tackled this, actually, in which there was a company that made a bunch of robots to suit someone's specifications. More than just sex, these were full, like, relationship bots, your soulmate bot, basically. And Fry managed to conjure up a replicant of the actress Lucy Liu. Something that he absolutely was interested in doing those things with. What do I think Moblins look like in an alternative universe? Well, in a way, we have our look. In a way, we have that right here within the Zelda games themselves. I do not have to imagine Moblins in alternate universes, because the various ways that Moblins have appeared throughout the entire Zelda series does all the thinking for me. There were Moblins in the original Legend of Zelda. I do not recall Moblins in Zelda 2, but then they found a way back in Link to the Past. Link's Awakening Moblins looked similar to the way Moblins looked in the very first Legend of Zelda. Then we got into Ocarina of Time, where Moblins were massive beasts, and there became a necessity for an alternate enemy type between, that was between what Moblins used to be and what they became. Same thing with Lucy Liu. Oh, so Lucy Liu would be an ideal partner for you, Hideous Winter. You'd put a finger in her butt. Where's my boat? I need to find my boat. King of the Red Lions, where are you? Yeah, she is definitely beautiful. She is smart. She is talented. She has a lot of things that are incredibly desirable. She's not my favorite, but I know she's the favorite of many. Robert is your ideal partner, though. Ah. That's good. It's hard to find an ideal. There's so many humans swirling around the planet, and it's fortunate beyond words that Robert was able to cross your path there. He just grumbled. Did Robert hear me? Yep, okay. He's an intelligent bald man who has had a very unique set of life experiences. What more could you ask for, Hideous Winter? What more? Like, he is clearly the apex of goodness. Let's see, I think I will slip this way a little bit and then start going due north. Because there's some uncharted territory that I would like to chart. He is saying he's gonna go eat somewhere else. See, that tickles me, because honestly, I would probably do the same. Like, it's really cool how you can be open talking like that. And I look forward to meeting Robert at some point in the future. I hope that I can still find a way to hang out with you guys in a couple of weeks. Because I know, like, minimum 2 weeks is how we're gonna have to be stuck in our homes, but it's almost like that first weekend in April is the first possible weekend where we can start entertaining things again. So it'll definitely be something that we measure day by day. We'll play it by ear, and that's totally fine. I'm gonna leisurely sail my way back to the top of the map and possibly chart a few islands in the process. Oh dear, there's some peanuts. You know what? Screw this. Ugh. Didn't get to it in time. There's got to be another one, right? Okay, I cleared out the area. These things are incredibly territorial, so I'm gonna have to knock out that one. And then I can start worrying about throwing some bait. Hi, small fry. Take it you want to chart information? Open up your chart. Southern Triangle Island. A famed pictographer lives far to the north of here on Windfall Island. He's apparently real wise and talented in the ways of pictography. He even said to have the legendary pictographs that he treasures above all other things. He keeps them hidden away in a secret safe, or so they say. By the way, small fry, what exactly is a pictograph anyway? And that's all the info I've got to offer. Okay, let's face north and get the hell out of here. Because it's a little scary. Okay, definitely heading perfectly due north. I'm into it. There's a loud bang last night. Some gas meter exploded. Neighbors. Whoa! Oh no, missed the thing. Is this another reef? Yep, looks like a reef island. Oh! Hey, there's a submarine here. There's surely some kind of goodie that's worth grabbing here. So, might as well indulge myself. Or a meth house exploding. That's entirely possible too. Hey, Family Jack, what is happening? How's things going in the household? How are things with you and the wifey? I hope all is well. Hope you're living well. Hope you are still gaming hard, finding your way through all of the awesome stuff. Raid incoming. Oh me, oh my. Why, thank you. Appreciate the host in the raid. I thank you for the warning. Oh, we got Rikaku with the raid. What is happening? Oh man, let me take a moment here. Where are my manners? Hi, I am Manic Socratic. Welcome, Raiders. I am currently doing, well, everything I can to keep it retro here on this channel. You can always find me here Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday in the evening hours. Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific, Tuesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Happy to help you get your fill of all the good things from yesteryear. Jiritsu, hello. Cabal sneaking in with the Raiders. Look at you, just sneaking in like that. What is happening? How was the stream, Rikaku? Were you doing some more singing, or what else was happening? I know you like to squeeze a lot of stuff into your streams. Everyone, definitely follow him. He works really hard on his streams, likes to put on a ton of variety, plays games that I've never heard of or haven't heard of in years. Definitely a good time when you're hanging out with him. Plus, he has a bunch of cool hats, especially the antlers. Cabal reporting for duty. I am happy to have you, Cabal.
Thank you, Cabal.
Okay, with all that in mind, let's continue here. Let's slip back into let me hide back down into my little corner here. Rikaku the Psy-Crow is our raider this evening. Henry Virus, give Rikaku a good follow there. He is full of very creative game ideas. I love the classic Warner Brothers theme to your graphics as well. Super awesome for nostalgia as well. Yeah, Cabal, I gave you the deep voice. I don't know what more you want from me. You can leave the stream now. It's okay. I'll just finish sounding like wounded walruses. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, an arrow to the face. That'll fix up anyone. There's another one up there. Jeez. According to the waifu. See? Now, why would the waifu roast you like that? I mean, yes, the waifu is the person who is most likely to be able to get away with roasting you like that, with calling you a wounded walrus, but at the same time, you know, does she really need to say that? Is she telling you something you don't already know? I mean, you were trying your best. Why take away from that? I'm getting back in the corner as quickly as I can, Cabal. I'm back down here. I'll have to watch your VOD and see how well you did. Wow, that's it for a heart piece. That's I feel like I ripped off the game. I didn't do anything for a heart piece. Oh no! Oh no! Not these guys. Well, let me go smash other things and see what other goodies I can get. Good to have you guys hanging around here tonight. Hope your Sunday has been delightful. I'm just here to provide as much nostalgia as possible. Don't worry about me, just worry about the game. Welcome to the flock. It is always enjoyable seeing what streamers pick up as the intended name of their community. Because whenever you follow me, you immediately enter Subcon. True to my retro roots, the place where Super Mario Bros. 2 take place is named Subcon, and, well, subscribing happens on Twitch, so I figured it was the correct pun. I'm not a pun master, but I am not opposed to making a good one whenever I have the opportunity. That's right, Bokoblin, you drown like you deserve. What the flock? Yeah, Henry Virus is an awesome person. Very chatty, very inventive with questions. A very curious person. I appreciate the energy that Henry Virus brings to chat. It may not be what you expect, but that's entirely okay. Drown. I'd rather them drown. I don't even care about collecting loot from Bokoblins. I just want them to drown. Just as Monty Python acknowledged every sperm is sacred, every chatter, every follower, every subscriber is sacred. So thank you. Thank you for giving me your time, your eyeballs, your earballs, and any other balls that you decide are worthy of me. Cabal, your sperm? Oh, okay. Appreciate you qualifying what type of what type of material you are. I didn't call you specifically sperm. I'm just using that as the example. Sorry, boss is texting me about work in and out. That's okay, Hideous Winter. It's okay to be in and out. Just like the process that causes sperm to happen. But yeah, Hideous Winter, you have a lot going on in life. Plus, you have a husband who's a little bit on the shy side about talking about your relationship in public to strangers, and that's okay too. I'm a stranger to him, but I understand his sentiments nonetheless. If you want to be sperm, it's because I carefully stroke this stream to perfection every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Here for you. I am here for you. Oh, we got to chart one of these important islands. Rejoice, for I have returned. Yugitu has found a stable power source and has rejoined the stream. Rejoice, huzzah! I will give you a celebratory link ornament. Nod your head for Yuga 2. Yep, a short but sweet clip. Thanks for popping back into the stream, Yuga 2. You are awesome. Oh man, I wish I weren't old and that I didn't require an afternoon nap, because there was so much fun happening on Bad Rap stream earlier. Bad Rap's Smash Brothers stream was an all-timer. There was some good times happening there. What, you want me to bring my little ornament back, Cabal? The night is going great, Yuga 2. Thanks for asking. Oh great, there's an enemy right there, and I'm making small talk with a fish that has giant nipples. Great. Missed your fights? Oh man, I didn't know that you jumped in. Bring back music and then leave. I mean, see, that's the problem. The ornament only plays the music for so long, so I can't prolong it. I have to restart from the beginning. Yuga 2, were you crushing everyone in Smash Brothers? Ooh, 12-hour shift Rikaku. Ooh, that is brutal, but I've definitely lived that life. It's not pretty. Takes a lot of sleep before and a lot of sleep after, so good luck to you. Thank you for the raid. Hope you have a great night. Keep on streaming, man. You are kicking butt out there. He's still needed. We haven't perfected the technology. Sticking around for a bit. Thanks, Famijek. Appreciate that very much. Let me tell you something, Small Fry. The school on that Windfall Island has one gorgeous teacher. But the thing is, this gang of 4 little hoodlums is always causing trouble for her. Those little delinquents like to cause all sorts of trouble. They go climbing trees and hiding behind buildings instead of going to school. What a bunch of savages. Someone's got to scold those scoundrels and set them straight for the sake of the poor teacher. You hear me, Fry? And that's all the info I've got to offer. I did not know that a fish could have this attraction to a human, but I guess... well, weirder things have happened in Zelda. Breath of the Wild, specifically the Mytho Link thing. I don't know how that's compatible. You get to 3 nights of online gaming. First was WoW with your buddy, then State of Decay with Means and Terrace, and then today with Smash. Overall good experiences. Yeah, you've got one heck of a backlog of games you get to, especially after that purchasing binge that you went on Friday night. Oh my goodness. I won 1 match of Smash, so I was content. Yeah, just being able to, especially amongst all that fierce competition, and being distracted by Burry Tony's incessant laugh snorting. That was also something to contend with. Speaking of anyone looking to add to their backlog, I absolutely recommend Soul Blazer. Ooh, I think I've heard of Soul Blazer. Let's go have a look here. Oh, Soul Blazer for the Super Nintendo. published by Enix, of course. You are really... Famijack is incredibly talented at sniffing out RPGs from the 1990s, and is just an endless fountain of the greatest from the obscurities to the mainstream stuff. Famijack really has that stuff mapped out way better than even I ever could. I just have a general sense of retro. Famijack has his specialty, and he does it incredibly well. So definitely listen to this man when it comes to sprite-based RPGs from the 90s. Soul Blazer, got it. It's all on Game Pass. Side note, $1 for Ultimate. You were talking up the benefits of Game Pass, Yugutu. I own neither an Xbox or a PS4, so I cannot speak towards any of that. So I'll just let you sing its praises. I will not get in your way. Daily Game Pass endorsement complete. Okay, clearly, Xbox and PS4 each have their own iterations of Game Pass, but the Xbox version is superior. Tempted to get Game Pass for Wasteland Remastered. Ooh. Tell us more about Wasteland Remastered. It's giving me, that's already giving me some sort of Fallout vibes. Okay, I've been neglecting Windfall Island, so it's about time I come here and start doing some more side questing. Well, here's the thing. It's also on PC. Oh. Oh, this dude used to be rich. Being poor must be pretty rough. You take one look at me, and that's the first thing you think, isn't it? I ask you, why is that? Sure, the days can get kind of tough, but good things still happen, don't they? Money doesn't make the sun shine, you know. Just recently, my missing daughter, Mila, was returned to me. I didn't think I could ever feel more joyful, but then she went and started working at the shop to help out with our tight family finances. What a trooper. Could that girl be any more of an angel? Although I do worry about how she always seems to sneak out at night. Is there any shop in this town that's open at night? The look in your eyes seems to imply you have something to say. Well, what is it? Are you suggesting that I should go to work too? Oh, but my back has surely been hurting me as of late. Really just aching. If I were 20 years younger... Oh. It's a remaster of the classic game that's actually inspired Fallout on DOS, but unlike other remasters, they just updated the visuals and didn't do anything for quality of life improvement. Ooh! Ugh. Okay, yeah, I can understand why people might not be very fond of that, because quality of life elements in games from that era were in very short supply. So yeah, just a graphical remaster. Like, you have to have, it seems like you have to specifically have nostalgia for that game and just want that game to be replicated on a modern system instead of having to like run DOSBox on your PC in order to be able to play a game. Oh, this dude cut his hair. Welcome, yes. Welcome to you. Welcome to the bomb shop. 10 bombs, 20 bombs, and 30 bombs. Actually, what is my bomb stash? I have a lot of money, so I'll buy 20. Good sir, you can't just carry that much. Please now, only purchase what you can take with you. Okay, fine, I won't buy any. He must have been humbled after the pirates tied him up and whooped his ass. Even I find it to be a hard recommendation. Design is pure early DOS full of pitfalls. Just reminds me of how lucky console gamers are. Yeah, because console gamers, they, you know, you're designing towards a controller. Having to design for a controller greatly simplifies the games and causes quite a few things to be simplified for the sake of this interface. Oh, that's not it. This is not it. The problem is, even though that's not it, this isn't either. Oh dear, pardon me, guy. I'm so fully and wholly absorbed in my dancing that I didn't even notice little old you standing there. I am taught. I love dancing more than I love 3 meals a day. You will come to know me as the world's charismatic dancer extraordinaire. Ready, guy? 1, 2, 1, 2. Say, guy, you know what I was just reminded of? Long ago, I met this delightful little guy who performed the most dazzling magic dance. A dance that turned night into day right before my very eyes. I can remember those fabulous dance moves, but I just can't seem to get the intricate rhythm down. Do you think you know the rhythm, guy? Nope, I don't know the rhythm yet. I think I'm supposed to learn it later, but that's okay. Text RPG style. Completely understand not being able to get into it. Eyeing the other entries. Oh. We have RPG nerds yapping about RPGs here. And I still want to figure out Fallout 1 and 2. Now, Wasteland 2 can full-heartedly recommend. Gotcha. Ooh, I jumped a little bit wrong. Fallout 1 and 2 are good with a guide. Ah. Is it like Fallout 1 and 2 are doable with a guide the same way like Zelda 2 and Castlevania 2 are doable with a guide? Like they magically become much more enjoyable games if you get a guide and can not focus on being lost all the time? You there, Holt? Oh, you're just some wretched street urchin. I thought you were the postman. Be thankful, because if you were the postman, I would have shooed you out of here before you could say boo. But say, you look rather familiar for a street urchin. Have we perhaps met before someplace? In fact, that's what the Soul Blazer video I'm working on is a video guide. Never heard of Frostpunk. Let me look at it. I've heard Frostpunk mentioned in passing? Huh, interesting. Oh, to think I would survive my ordeal and return to this town, and to think I would ever be able to live in such a beautiful, opulent house. It's like a dream come true. But now it's a nightmare. Without him by my side, it's like a rainstorm rages in my heart. He was so kind to me in the Forsaken Fortress, that sweet boy who gave me all those expensive necklaces when I fled from that cursed island. Just hearing his name lifts my spirits. Mo, wonderful woman. Oh, snap, Fart Ripple hitting me with the sub renewal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just as Adrian Vendor showed up earlier in the stream, homeboy from elementary school, Fart Ripple comes to me from the far off land of 6th grade. Fart Ripple, dude is a daytime streamer. He likes to do some Apex Legends. You can admire his beard while the sun is shining. So definitely give him a follow if you want to get into some first-person shooting action. Don't you do some Overwatch as well, Fart Ripple? Okay, so Frostpunk is a survival game. Fallout, while having some elements of survival on the hardest difficulty settings, is pure RPG. Oh, good clarification, Fatman Jack. Thank you. All right, I apologize. I'm going to take the tiniest of breaks. The game's still going to be active. I'm just gonna squash this and hit the mute button on my mic, so I can deal with being human for a second. Because you see, a funny thing happens when you slam an energy drink right back to back with a beer is that it's like a quad damage for the diuretic effect, and yeah, that just hits you rather quickly and really hard. Tonight, I'm feeling good. I'm doing my best to communicate that here on stream, at least just cruising along, enjoying the Wind Waker. Trying to find a good stopping point. Don't know when and if I'll reach that anytime soon, but I'm just gonna keep cruising as long as I can. I still got some time to burn, even though I got work tomorrow. It's all good. Yeah, my bladder was screaming. Fart Ripple. Ooh, Twitch chat not behaving on mobile. See, that's the other weird thing. Is how Twitch on mobile is a very strange beast. Sometimes it's only got like 10 seconds of lag, and sometimes you're behind like 45 seconds. So it's not specifically the chat is bad, but mobile might just be mobile. Symphony of the Night on the Vita. Heck yeah. Symphony of the Night is just a good time all the time. I even though I haven't picked it up in like a month, I still think about that game a lot. There's a part of my brain that is still obsessing with it and processing it. It's so good. Yeah, Yuga 2 is indeed a man of deep culture and very strong morals, believes deeply in video games and 30 pieces of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets. So really, really knows how to get into his indulgences. Anyway, Moblin from the Forsaken Fortress, huh? Why, Mo? Oh, terribly bad. Drifted off in the dream world. She's got Stockholm syndrome. Take the letter, deliver it to a postbox? Sure. What? Really? You're such a dear. You've made Maggie so happy. You've got Maggie's letter. It's a letter from Maggie to her sweetie. Keep it in your delivery bag till you find a postbox to drop it in. The postbox, don't you dare forget, but you must promise not to read it. The secrets of a girl's heart are to be shared only when she so desires. Fine. You girls and your rules. Requiem collection and the original type. Almost beat the Requiem version, working through the original Requiem. I don't know if it's exactly the PC Engine version. I think they remastered both of them. Don't quote me on that. It's just what I've heard. But yeah, it is super nice to be able to have Rondo packaged together with Symphony of the Night so you get the entire experience in one fell swoop. Hey you, come on, use your head. You can't just stand there like that. You're in my way. Can't you move? Oops, that won't do. That won't do at all. Already I'm back to my old habits. I'm terribly sorry. Really I am. Welcome to you, sir. This way to win Falls Outdoor Shop. Shop full of fun and happy products. The new schedule, Fart Ripple, it's not bad. I get to work in a reasonable amount of time, but I do not get to come back home in a reasonable amount of time. And that's just what I'm up against. That's my reality, but the overall experience is so much better. It's sustainable and I like it. Let's see, what if I pull out the Wind Waker on him? Ooh. Wait. Huh? Un-un-cha? Un-un-cha? That's it. That's the rhythm I've been trying to recall. What? So I've accidentally created the easiest rhythm for myself. This dude is apparently the equivalent of the Scarecrow from Ocarina of Time. Oh wait, no, he was actually showing me the rhythm that I should have used. Let's try that again. Oh, are you giving up already, guy? But you haven't done enough. Okay, let's do this again. Wait. My controller's on. Did I accidentally? That's the rhythm I've been trying to recall. I can feel it, guy. Right, left, down. Okay. There we go. You learned the Song of Passing. That's it, and it's perfect. I'm perfect. Now bring on the night. Got into Castlevania recently. Now I have 1, 2, Super, Bloodlines, Rondo, and Symphony. You sound exactly what my past 3 or 4 months have been like. I did Symphony of the Night for stream, and then I had this lust for Castlevania like nothing I'd ever felt in my entire life. So I picked up the Castlevania collection for Switch, played through the first one, played through the second one, working on the third one, so yeah. Lords of Shadow games. Bloodstain. Oh yeah, I still need to pick up Bloodstain. That game deserves some support. Nothing happened at all. Why? Sundown. Here we go. Yeah, Lords of Shadow, Mirror of Fate, Lords of Shadow 2. Here we go. It's nighttime now. Why? Why does my dancing do nothing to the skies? Why am I cursed so? Just where am I lacking, guy? What is wrong with me? I must know. Well, now that it's nighttime, I can follow that girl around. Cult of the Shadows trilogy did some cool things with the lore. Oh, I wanted to come back here. Gotta play like a hide and seek game with the girl here. There she is. Lords of Shadow, third person hack and slash Castlevania games for the 360. Oh, I have a 360. I should look those up. Maybe my local game shop has some copies of it. Or was it a digital only game? Shh, take off. Go away. Mirror of Fate was a 2D Metroidvania. Okay. Might have a physical release. Shush! Take off. Go away. I'm hiding. Physically and digitally for Lords of Shadow. Okay. I keep forgetting the trigger of what will eventually make her move. Oh. There we go. Gotta focus here because she has some really nasty tricks for noticing me. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Oh, she's the last bottle. And now she's pinned. Oh, she wants money. So question, if you guys were watching a walkthrough video, would you rather it be in-depth or just cover the basics while being funny with boss strategies? If I were watching a walkthrough on YouTube, what I would probably want... I'm trying to, because both are super valid, and I totally get why you're asking this question. I feel like, well, that's the cool part about YouTube, right? You can always skip around, skip past the parts you don't like. So if you go in depth, yes, the video is longer. But if people don't want to go in depth, then they can just skip forward to what's relevant. And maybe and maybe you're not showing the gameplay as one long stream. Maybe you're throwing in title cards between each segment, and maybe you can color code each of those title cards between stuff that's like main quest versus side quest versus this is, you know, any type of progression that behaves that way. So yeah, I believe you can. I believe you can create a balance. Don't skimp on information whenever you can. And if you do have creative ways of defeating bosses, definitely give people all the advantage they can, because everyone runs into a certain boss that they just can't get across, and they need something. So definitely don't be afraid to do something in depth, especially because I feel like there's a lot of playthroughs that lack in depth. There needs to be more like 100% completion type of walkthroughs out there on YouTube, I think. Again, my thing is, do people want the entire thing spoiled, or they just want help with the trouble spots and leave some of the exploration for themselves? Well, in that case, I feel like maybe you can do a video that's dedicated specifically to the trouble spots, and then another longer video that's just a more bare bones type of walkthrough. Because if nothing else, having an excuse to have multiple video uploads to your YouTube helps you jock the algorithm a little bit more too. Especially if you're wanting to release these videos like every, I don't know, Tuesday and Friday or something like that. Get a good rhythmic release schedule, and the YouTube algorithm will favor you, and you're very likely to get the recommendations that you want. A what? An ally of justice? I'm not a thief, I swear. Please let me go. Oh yeah, I have to answer these questions specifically perfect. At least listen. Sure. I was once the richest little debutante in this town. Did you know that? But one day, a monstrous bird came and took me away to a terrible place called the Forsaken Fortress, where I was locked up and held captive. Oh, it was awful. My father spent every last rupee in his coffers in an attempt to get me rescued. That's right, every last bit of our family fortune. Gone. That was when my life of poverty began. Now, every day from morning until night, I'm busy working for the open-air shops. As you can see, at least I'm trying to settle my poor lifestyle. Doesn't that just tug at your heartstrings? What do you say about the tragic events in my pitiable life? That is terrible. And to make matters worse, for some reason, I still can't figure out that slob Maggie, who was the poorest girl in town, suddenly got filthy rich. Maggie, of all people. It makes me so mad that I want to do something terrible. Urgh. Do you understand my plight? Very well. Then you'll let me go? I'll let you go. Ah, I blew it. Considering how the gaming community really doesn't like to be spoiled anymore, I would say cover most of the basics of the mechanics of the game, which is mostly when people have issues. Then you can add help with boss strategies, be more in-depth in certain areas, as in towards how mechanics and stuff work. I mostly like the format that Super Butter Buns does. Oh, I've never heard of Super Butter Buns. I should have not let her go. What I think I have to do now, I've got to do another day. I have to do another day-night cycle. I will figure out this bottle yet. Her and Until We Win are what I've been looking at specifically. Oh, well then. Then you get to, you and Fam and Jack are still on the same page. If I can find a balance between the two, that would be golden. Yeah, and if there are spoilers in your videos, just mark them as obviously as you can, or make a video that is entirely based upon spoiler alerts. Seems entirely possible to be able to have it both ways, I think. There she is again. Warning, here there be spoilers, look away now. Yeah, exactly. Kind of like how Outside Extra, they have their cute little introduction, and then without fail, every video says, here are possible spoilers for the following games, and then a very flagrant list of games with their logos showing, so that there's no ambiguity. She does a lot of insert game name for beginners, basically walks you through the mechanics, maybe some light spoilers, but hilarious. Oh, that's neat. I'll have to find this person. Who's that? She's still there at the archway, I promise. I know she blends in, especially if you're watching this on a smaller type of format. You can link to Super Butter Buns, but keep in mind it's a really long video. Basically, copy the link, open up a web page, just save it for whenever you have time. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, these definitely sound like the kind of videos that are at least, I don't know, 45 minutes long. Her Persona 5 video had me rolling. Oh, that's awesome. It's cool how people can get instructable, but also be humorous like that. Okay. Let's dance again, little girl. What do I want? Are you kind of creep who goes around night scaring people? I'm an ally of justice. See, she set it up a week beforehand with a parody of the SpongeBob training video episode. Oh, that sounds genius. Sure, I'll listen. She's great at theming like that. That's nice. That's terrible. Just getting to the next. Do I understand? Very well. Then I'll let you go. Unfortunately, no. But why not? Because I'm honest. It's true, you know, I'm quibbling over nothing, but being so poor weakens a person's very soul. But it's time I quit making silly excuses for myself. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, I didn't have to sink down to the level of a common thief. I'll never do anything like that again. What an amazing feeling. I've let go all the worries out of my heart. I actually feel refreshed. Let me at least thank you. Please take this. There we go, baby. There's the final bottle. Bottles are great for carrying water, holding other things. Thanks for that link, Yuga2. Let me go clicky, and then I will like, subscribe, and fave just like everyone else. Click. Oh, wow. Lots of viewership on these videos. 164K, 10K likes. That is some high-quality YouTubing.
Glance, I thought this was a very weird thing to change, but the game does have a lot of supposed to lose fights, so I'm guessing they went with this to prevent players from constantly wasting healing items on fights they aren't supposed to win. Big thunk, but it doesn't really make...
That's some good delivery, good style. I can appreciate that. It's linked to our most recent video. Like I said, a long one, mostly just watched for the beginner series and yelling about X. Gotcha. Loud and clear. It's a good situation. Don't look at me like that. I didn't steal it. Washed up on the shore, so I picked it up. Don't tease me like that. It's a tiny bottle made of crystal clear glass. So beautiful. I wish my soul could be that beautiful. Oh, what am I saying? When you live in poverty, you can say the cheesiest things without blinking an eye. So I guess I should go soon. My father will start worrying. Goodbye, little ally of justice. Couldn't listen to her voice for more than 15 seconds. Yeah, that's why I only played a few seconds. If nothing else, just to give anyone a general taste. Everyone's voice and delivery is different. Kind of like the Girlfriend Plays, or the Girlfriend Reviews series. I love her. I think she's hilarious. I love her delivery, and her voice is okay to me as well. Good evening. Welcome to the Island Postal Service. What do you have for delivery? Oh, yeah, I have to bust out my delivery bag. Shunk. This post box is near Dragon Roost Island. Postage is only 5 rupees. Do you wish to send this now? Yes, I do. Your parcel is hereby been accepted for delivery. Thank you for using the Island Postal Service. We appreciate your business. Certain voices just great. Indeed they do. Not everyone is meant for everyone's consumption, and that's okay. There are thousands of awesome YouTubers out there. You'll find the one that that makes all your tingly parts go the right way. Alright, well anyway. Time to... winds are going north right now, I believe. I believe they're still going north, so it's supposed to continue on that path. And I just need to go my little bit of due diligence with this island. $2,000 rupees. I've amassed a pretty decent amount here. I'm into it. Oh, and I need to ready the boots. Or Das Boots? I mean, we are on the ocean. And Link walks so slow, it's infuriating. What the hell? Ugh. I'm not even sure what exactly to do to, or maybe I can just stick a bomb on the side. That might be okay. She can come off sounding a little bit obnoxious, but is a good comedian. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, what if I just do this and, like, damage boost my way through it? Nope, that's not working. Oh, I know it. I happen to have this hammer. What a terrible, terrible blower. Ooh, another giant stone. Up, up, down, right, left, right. Take us to church, Wind Waker. Take us to church. Nope. You learned the Wind God's aria. And let's cutscene ourselves to death here. Are you the new hero? I'm Fidel of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appear to you as a child, but the eyes can oft deceive. I'm a most esteemed sage. I had been praying here so the power to repel evil would continue to be contained within the blade of the Master Sword. But I was attacked by the evil Ganondorf, and this is what happened to me. You wish to return the power to your blade, don't you? In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold and teach him the song you just played. Once you do, I'm certain the holder of the instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken within his veins. That Wind Waker you hold was used long ago to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. In those days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Please tell the king that I will still play, even in the next world. Kingdom Hearts looking hair. I'll have to investigate a little bit further about this person. So, this actually feels like a good time, the absolute right time to stick a bookmark in this. I will save the game. I will say I will not continue playing so that I can hit the music and we can wind our way out. I want to thank all you really awesomely cool people. Cabal, Yuga2, Famajak, Rikaku, Adrian Vender, Fart Ripple, you with the sub, Hideous Winter, you are always lovely, you are always delightful. Thank you for bringing the energy, the good luck to the stream. Henry Virus, you are a very unique presence, and I'm grateful that you found me. Thank you for all that you do. And Chiditsu, thank you for just saying hello. That was awesome of you. So I'm gonna bow out. I'm going to pay one of the favors back. I'm going to give this raid to Slev86, someone else who very heavily, very delightfully represents the Avenger Friends Streamer Collective, of which I am a small part of. He is currently playing Sea of Thieves, so get ready to strap on for some more seafaring action. And dude's just a riot in between all the things he does in the game. So I'm gonna bow out. I will see you Tuesday for Super Mario Maker Tuesday, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. More Wind Waker on Sunday. See you later.